Thank you for coming. I have only one audience. I don't see. So today I'm going to talk about my practice. First of all, I want to talk about my overall theme and my previous works. So I explore relationship between human and individuals and society. Especially, I'm focusing on each individual who has its own identity, personality, individuality, or sexuality, something like that. And I am interested in individuals' personal and trivial matters which others might care about much. For example, my practice deals with personal stories like secrets, personal object, or personal desires, or personal concerns. So it is based on my culture. I grew up in a collective society. So many times I think, although the society consists of individuals, but individuals matter are considered less important than social issues or group thing. So I reached the question like, who can judge what is the more important? Like what the society, social issues are more important than individual things. So who can say that? So um, and I have worked with sound and speakers. So I usually record individual voices or sounds around me and transform them into the other forms. So I have tried to give a visual power to individuals' personal issues. So this is a video. My presentation, I'm so sad, something like that. Um, and the interesting thing is, quite many people mentioned their personal object. For example, like, um, for example, oh, I've lost my wallet, or I lost my stuffed toy that I used to hug when I slept, or like my ring that my dad gave me before he passed away, or my pen, my jumper or something. And then since then, I've been into personal special objects. So I asked some people to bring their object that they always carry or have a special meaning, and say something to their object. So um, and then I removed their voices. So the speakers have their octaves only. Then the speakers are vibrated, and water in the dish visually shows the power of individuals. And then the water actually look the same. It's look the same, but actually each one has its own vibration or pattern depending on their accent or emotions. So I think it represents individuals' power visually, even if what they say is really trivial. So these are photos of participants who I interviewed with, and then they brought a necklace or trackball, ring, pouch, watch, or keys. So during the residency, I wanted to do something new that I never had tried before. So I made the video work. It is my first time actually. And then the video present a fictional story about a girl and her comfort object, the hat. So the girl calls the object her best friend, not only an object. The the narrative video indicates how she makes a relationship with the her friend, her comfort object, and how special the object is for her. And she ends up being detached from the object, but I think she obviously remembers the feeling of comfort from the object in childhood. And then the object might be still special for her or remind her of her childhood. So basically, the story represents a relationship between human and an personal object that has a special meaning. So this story started from a curiosity of old photos from unknown owners. I came across the old photos in a market in Lisbon, and then I was wondering why the objects are here, because I think usually we keep the photos in our lives. So I imagined a story behind them. So I found many photos of girls with hats. So I decided to make a story about a girl and a hat. And then also there are many interesting photos there, many family photos or wedding ceremony. But for me, it was a bit weird because I think a photo has a value of memory, but now that photos are sold, so anybody can buy the memories of unknown people. So I think that's why I was attracted by them. I think many photos, and then like some photos has like a message behind. So I think it's really special. I don't know, I guess. And then I saw this illustration on the street. So the artist of this illustration is a Brazilian artist. I was looking for an image for a part of girl's dream, the nightmare, and then I thought it totally fitted on the part. And then I think it is kind of collaboration with an artist here. And and then I combined the photos with the videos that I filmed in Lisbon. Actually, I didn't plan to get any specific video. Or we still possess object which give us a feeling of security or comfort or a reminder of someone or somewhere. So we have experienced to lose our personal object physically or emotionally. So Death Over Love, the video describes trivial or individual laws around us, but actually with inanimate object, but we never say it is relationship. As more people have a relationship with an object, I think the individuals are mm, isolated sometimes, or sick of socializing, or because of lack of socializing skills, and because of the technological development, people fall in love with artificial intelligence, like Weird Door with AI, or robots, or Siri on iPhone, or like Alexa. This is a reason why I explore relationship between human and an object in a society. At the same time, human and society. Um, in terms of the other work, it is a sound installation at the corridor. It is work in progress during the residency, and then I have interacted with people who live in or visit Lisbon. I met random people on the street, and I asked them to say about their wishes, and their wishes were recorded. So but I think I found it really interesting because all the answers are different. Um, for example, from unrealistic wishes like I wish I could fly, I wish I could read others' minds, to more realistic or practical wishes like I wish I have my own business or my own studio, or like related to their life or their happiness, their future. Um, um, I got 9 voices, and I got some more wishes on paper on the wall, but the wishes are not the same at all or different. I think um, this reflects each one's individuality, identity, or personality. Also, the various wishes imply that all people have different lives and different desires, even though they live in the same society. This is what I want to say. All different individualities in one organism. So each person says his or her own wish at one time from the speaker, so viewers can concentrate on each person. So I would like to collect more wishes and then develop this work with much more diversity. So during the residency in Jonathan, I have had many influences of finding a new form of diversity or differences. So the video, Love Over Death, and then the audio work, Small Things, seem very small in a society scale. But however, who can say they are insignificant or trivial? In the view of an individual, the small thing like a love for an object, lose of an object, or a personal wish, they are not small. They are big thing. Thank you. That's all I have. Thank you so much. Yeah.
The movie reminded me a bit of, I don't know if you know Chris Marker.
Chris Marker.
No? He has a movie, I think, from the 60s called La Jetée. it's a narrator only with images,
Yeah.
and it's also kind of.
It's very famous, but I don't know him.
But you know the movie, no?
No.
You don't know.
I-
It's also like a very bit abstract story. You don't really understand what the characters are doing and why they're there, and suddenly it starts to fit together. And also a common thing about the images they seem that they are completely random, and then suddenly they look anonymous, but then you know the person. It's kind of, it reminded me a lot. I thought maybe you might have heard of him, but it's interesting that
Yeah, I want to develop the
Even-
video. Yeah.
even formally, visually, it was similar to that. I didn't know if you had any connection. But, also the water with the vibration, I thought it was interesting, but it's not outside, no? It's not
This
here.
is previous work.
Yeah,
Okay.
previous work. Yeah.
Sorry.
Did you create the story? Sorry,